So the price of gas and diesel and fuel since, a certain orange man started a war with a certain country, not to get political, but the price of fuel has fucking skyrocketed to hell. Like, legitimately. If you have you I don't know how many of you drive, but go if you fucking drive and you go to the pump, you know how much fuel costs. And I remember there was one point 2 weeks ago, and I shit you not, where the price of diesel was cheaper than the price of gasoline. I don't believe it. The price of diesel was lower than the price of gasoline. Like, if we've gone, I can't even speak, I'm so fucking mad about this. We've gotten to the point where diesel, I don't think it's the same anymore. It might have been even a glitch in the Matrix, but there was a point a couple weeks ago where the price of diesel was like, I believe, like 30 cents cheaper than 30 cents per liter, I should say, cheaper than what it was for, gasoline. And this isn't like fucking super ultra mega extreme fucking gasoline E85 that like fucking is rocket fuel. No, this was like regular fucking gasoline or petrol or whatever, the international people say. Because I know, technically it's petroleum, but I'm not calling it petroleum because the fucking jelly that I rub on my chest when I'm sick can't be the same shit that goes into the tank of my car. So I'ma call it gasoline. God forbid. But, yeah. The price of gasoline and the price of diesel is fucking insane since, he started a war with who. But it's fucking absurd, bro. Like $50 would get me $50 like 3 months ago would get me would make my tank overflowing from zero. And I know there's a point in time where $50, that could fill a fucking cruise ship. That's nothing now. $50. And yeah, you're right. $50 now is not a lot of money for gas at these current prices. And this is just Canada prices. I don't know what it's like for the rest of the world. I know it's a fuck ton expensive in the States. I know that for sure. I know it's an absurd amount of money in the States, dude. Like a disgusting amount. And I can see why everybody's, is getting electric cars, I kind of feel bad for clowning on the people who have... well, no, I don't. Teslas are kind of terrible. Most EVs are kind of really sad. There's some good ones, like the Chinese EVs are fucking fantastic. They, during the war, if you had an EV, you're fucking winning and laughing at the face of people who own these big monster trucks with these big, like, 10-liter V8s with, like, fucking superchargers, and the vehicles weigh, like, 1,000,000 pounds, and they're just roaring V8. And those people probably fucking literally had to sell an arm and a leg to get a full tank of fucking gas or diesel or whatever it is their engine took. But yeah, I still wouldn't drive an EV. And what was I talking about? I'm getting off track. Oh yeah, okay. The point of this video originally was, before I got sidetracked and started going all political. Ugh, politics, gross. Ugh. Anyways, I what I wanted to talk about how the the price of gas going up has turned me into a significantly better driver. And you're probably wondering, Sebastian, how the fuck does the price of fuel going up make you a better driver? Well, I'm going to explain that right now. The price of fuel actually going up has turned me into an incredibly safe driver for the sole reason that I don't want to run out of fuel. So I'm driving like 20 below the limit. Like, I'm not accelerating as hard as I would have a few months back. And let it be known that, I fucking live in Canada, right? I live in the province of Saskatchewan. Our winters suck. The roads are fucking covered in like a foot of ice. It's snow everywhere. You could have like the best rally vehicle all-wheel drive, and that doesn't matter if everything is plated in straight black ice, right? So, naturally you would think in the winter, Sebastian, you'd probably try to drive a little more carefully, and I did. I wasn't hard braking, I wasn't riding up anybody's ass, but I will admit, on the freeway, I did my fair share of speeding. And if I can get prosecuted for admitting this in a YouTube video, then, well, shit. I didn't really plan for that. But, yeah, don't speed, kids, by the way. PSA, don't speed. Drive like a normal person. Whatever you learn in your driving license, you should... Whatever you learn in your driving lessons, you should follow along. You should, obey all the rules of the road, drive the speed limit, a shoulder check, signal, yield. You should do all that stuff. All that stuff that you learn in your driving lessons or in your DMV book, whatever it's called. Follow all those rules all the time on the street. Don't be an asshole like me. I'm not saying I drive like a fucking Lightning McQueen out here. But, I do my fair share of speeding. And I hope no cops are listening and watching this video. I don't want to be prosecuted. But yeah, I do my fair share of speeding. Sue me. I'm just kidding, don't. I don't have a lot of money. Don't sue me. Anyways, the price of fuel has caused me to become a better and safer driver because I drive the speed limit. I don't hard accelerate. I don't hard brake, I drive very carefully to conserve fuel. That is my sole reasoning and sole logic behind everything. And that might be a little sad. You're probably thinking, Sebastian, you can't afford fuel, you fucking brokey. There's some truth to that, but can anybody really afford fuel nowadays? I don't think so. Fuel is so much money, and I feel bad, especially for the people who has like big guzzling vehicles. I mean, listen, I have a fucking 4-cylinder, like 2-liter engine, and I fucking, get sad when I go to the pump and I put $40 in and it gets me barely over 10 liters. Like, that makes me a little upset. I can't lie. It just kind of ruins my whole day. It just makes me really fucking depressed. Especially since I moved to my new place, which before, when I used to live with my dad, I used to be really close to my work. It was maybe like an 8-minute drive. Now it's not that terrible, but it is considerably a longer drive there and back home to my new place. It's about a 15-minute drive there and a 15-minute drive back to my place, which is not bad at all whatsoever. But, and my car's really good on gas, too. It's not like, it's not a Hellcat mileage. Oh, God, I wish I had a Hellcat. Maybe this video gets 10 bazillion views. I can afford my Hellcat. Hellcat fun coming soon. No, not with the price of gas these days. Fuck no. I'll get like a Prius or something. A Prius is a cool car. Dude, those things, like, you could fucking spit in the fuel tank. Like, spit a drop of gasoline and it goes for, like, fucking 10 months. Like, those things are so good on gas. Like, so good. I keep going off topic. I don't think my point that I was trying to make is long enough, because if I were to just talk about my point and why the price of gas is maybe a better driver because I drive slowly to conserve fuel, blah blah blah. If I came up with that excuse, I don't think it'd fly, because that would be like a 2-minute video, right? What how long is this video? We're at 11 minutes. Not bad at all. Considerably a lot shorter than my why I don't like my birthday videos. By the way, that was such a fucking depressing video. I don't know why I started speaking like this in the entire video. Well, actually, I do know the reason. Because I used to live with my dad, and our rooms were right next to each other. This fucking guy goes to sleep at like 8 p.m. So I had to be really quiet and do an ASMR like this. And then listening back to the video, I sound like I'm about to fucking blow my brains out. I promise I'm not depressed. Well, I mean, legally or prescribed? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Announced? Declared? I'm not legally declared depressed by a medical professional. So, to my knowledge, I'm not depressed. And to the law's knowledge, I'm not depressed. And I don't think I'm depressed. Anyways, the price of fuel hasn't got me depressed. I should go get checked out on that before I blow my brains out. It's all Donnie's fault. Oh, fuck, I said his name. Ah, shit. Well, I was trying to be subtly not so subtle, but I guess that's all gone out the window. I heard that the war is... I don't know if they've come to a full resolution or if Donnie's still working on it, but I've heard that, you know, they're trying to patch things up. He's like, I don't want to kill any of your people. I just want your oil. And Iran's like, oh, I shouldn't do fucking Iran accent. That will get me canceled off the face. I don't... What, do they have accents in it? What do they speak in Iran? What language is spoken in Iran? Iranese? That doesn't sound right. Muslim? That's... I don't think that's... No, that's a religion. Hebrew... No. I don't think they like the Jewish people in... Where the fuck was I talking about? No, not Iran. I don't think they like the Jewish people in Iran, which makes no sense. I love Benjamin Netanyahu. You know, Benjamin Netanyahu, if you're watching this, please give me like a gajillion subs on YouTube. Make me like Mr. Beast level. And give me like infinite immunity to anything. Sorry, I was just thinking about how fucking Donnie was best friends with Einstein. You know, I'm trying not to say the actual names because I don't want to get fucking sued off the... Did I violate the YouTube TOS? I might have, actually. By blabbering on about you know who and you know who. Glory to Israel. I love Israel. But no, I don't want immunity from going to my friend's island. Not that I would ever go to my friend's private island and do what the Big D did. I would never do that. That's disgusting. That's horrible. Everybody knows he did it. I don't know why they're still trying to redact the files. Because he has Congress up his fucking gooch hole. This is a very political video. Holy shit. This is not meant to be as political as it's currently being. Yeah, so the price of fuel has caused me to become a better driver because I'm more conscious of my RPMs, higher RPMs, the more fuel your engine's burning. And that's a big no. A big no in today's economy with the price of gasoline. So I started driving slower, more safe. I'm not speeding anymore. I want to say I follow all the rules of the road besides the speed limit. Obviously, I don't fucking blast through residential roads or school zones or, anywhere where there's other cars in my vicinity that, if they decide to do a lane, if they decide to switch their lane but they don't use their turn signal, it's not like I'll fucking smash into them and we both die. And it's not that at all. I only do it, and this is not justifying it. Speeding's bad. Don't speed. Don't be like me. But I speed on the freeway when there's space for me to speed. And my car can only go so fast. So it's mostly, on average, at most, 30 over the limit. Say the limit's like 90 kilometers an hour. I'll be going a little closer to 120, which, and at least in my experience, everybody in the fucking city, in the town where I'm from, speeds. And that's not like saying, oh, the majority of people speed. It's like everybody speeds, and I think you're more likely to get pulled over if you're not speeding. And it's not like fucking a gigantic NASCAR race, Lightning McQueen shit. It's more so, if you're driving exactly the limit, that looks a lot more suspicious, and I couldn't tell you why. So everybody just naturally goes 10, 20, 30 over the limit. It's not like some bizarre thing to see someone go that much over the limit. It's not like, oh my god, this guy's gonna kill us all. No, it's nothing like that. Not at all. But, yeah, I gotta go clean my room. My room's disgusting right now. There's shit all over the floor, not literal human feces. I'm not that terrible, I promise. But I got my laundry basket. I got some shit that I haven't put away since, moving. So I have a lot of chores that I need to attend to, and this video's already been way too long, so I'm gonna go be responsible because it is almost my bedtime and I have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, and it's currently almost 9:30. So I'm gonna go do my chores and then go to bed. Alright, bye-bye.